They get together once a month, some in fezes, some in bowler hats, for talk, dinner, drinks, toasts, and movies. And not just any movies. No, they're here for one reason. Well, actually, two.
I'm totally crazy about Laurel and Hardy.
Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy made more than 100 films together, shorts and full-length features, from the silent era until the early 1950s.
My best suit is in it. Throw it over your port shoulder and full speed ahead. Aye, aye.
Oliver Hardy died in 1957, and before Stan Laurel passed away in 1965, a New York film enthusiast worked with him to form what became the Sons of the Desert. Stan Laurel wanted his work to live on, but he made it clear that he did not want merely a fan club.
We want something that would be like an appreciation society, and that would be scholarly, and that would talk about our films and what we did, but I also wanted to have half-assed dignity. And I think the motto should be 2 minds without a single thought.
Well, that's that. Let's go get something to eat. You got any money?
The idea spread with chapters called tents popping up all over. Laurel and Hardy have fans around the world. Tent leaders are called Grand Sheiks. Phil Steinberg is the Grand Sheik of the St. Louis tent. All of this, including the fezes, come from the Laurel and Hardy film, Sons of the Desert. In the 1933 film, Laurel and Hardy belonged to a fraternal organization, the Sons of the Desert, and they scheme to trick their wives so they can sneak off to a national convention.
I go places and do things and then tell my wife.
If you think that you're going gallivanting off with a lot of hoodlums to any convention whenever you want to, you're not. Not for a minute, you're not.
I've joined in recent years. I've been a fan of silent film and comedy for a long time. But as Trudy said, this group is just so much fun.
Limber up, like this.
So, from a serious standpoint, how good are Laurel and Hardy?
They can take no premise or the thinnest premise in the world and give you 10 or 15 minutes of funny stuff. You know, washing dishes, just domestic issues. They can go forever with it on just the thinnest of premises.
Lima beans, buttered beets, a combination salad. Now for dessert, I think I'll have a double portion of apple pie with a large piece of American cream cheese. Yes. And a flagon of coffee. I'll have the same. Yes.
There was more to this meeting than showing the 2 Laurel and Hardy movies. The members' appreciation of these films extends to the supporting cast members, including the actor who plays the villain in both of this meeting's films.
Our theme this evening is the menace of Walter Long. Walter Long, who died in 1952, is an actor that has a face that makes him look like a villain, okay?
They were the classic big guy, little guy duo, and they could do physical comedy with the best of them. Once they produced the pie fight to end all pie fights. But it was really those faces, Laurel's childlike whininess, Hardy's exasperation. That's what made them iconic figures. Iconic, but perhaps not immortal. So I got to tell you something that you're not going to like to hear, but I was mentioning this to a young colleague about Laurel and Hardy, and the question was, who? Never heard of them.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. We've been introduced Laurel and Hardy to a bunch of younger people. Some of the members, when they get here tonight, you'll see, are not old fogies like me.
So your job is to carry this on.
Oh yeah, it's quite the yoke to bear.
Well, here's another nice mess you buttoned me into.
After the second film, the monthly meeting of the St. Louis tent of the Sons of the Desert wraps up, just the way the fictional Sons of the Desert wrapped up their meetings.
Sons of the
proudly ending just the way Stan Laurel would have wanted it, with half-assed dignity.
Good night, all.
For Living St. Louis, I'm Jim Kircher.